Presidency response to ex-APC chieftain Lukman's criticism of governance in Nigeria. This Lukman, what is his name? Salihu Lukman from Borno State. He has been fighting APC like no man's business. But the question is that he didn't fight like this when Buhari was there. But I think right now he's even blasting Buhari even after he has left. Now he has criticized the presidency again and the APC government, saying that the party should be voted out. But right now, the government has, Tinubu's government has responded back to him. Let's dive into the details. The presidency has responded to remarks made by the former national vice chairman northwest of the APC, Salihu Lukman, who criticized the declining state of governance in Nigeria. Nigeria News reports that Lukman claimed that each administration has progressively worsened compared to its predecessor. Of course, that has always been the trend. So Lukman expressed his disappointment, stating that while former President Muhammadu Buhari's government was worse than that of President Goodluck Jonathan, the current administration under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu seems to be heading towards an even more dismal performance. So he also expressed concern over the lack of organized dialogue among key opposition figures, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar of the People Democratic Party (PDP), Peter Obi of the Labour Party, and Rabi Musa Kwakwanso of the New Nigerian People's Party regarding the upcoming 2027 election. So in response, the presidency dismissed Lukman's criticism, stating that it would not be sidetracked by such comments. They don't figure arrest him. If not, 90% now, therefore don't send DSS. Special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, emphasized that the administration remains focused on governance and that the result of its ongoing reforms will eventually speak for themselves. Nothing, you're not reforming anything. All these are propaganda and bigotry. Nonsense. So Onanuga, in a short message to Vanguard through a text message, said, "We are focused on governance. The result of our reforms will speak eloquently for us. We have no time for people whose pastime is denigrating the administration." Can you imagine? So now what they're saying, what Onanuga is trying to say now is that Tinubu's government does not have time for people like Salihu Lukman. The 1.5 or over, slightly over 1 year into this government, Nigeria has gone, in fact, the performance has been worse than what Buhari did in 8 years. So what else? They say no pain, no gain. You're expecting Nigerians to bear. You are planning. You have strategy. The end shall justify the means. But meanwhile, you people are living in affluence and serious opulence. You people are buying jets, presidential jet, building house for Shetima, and buying SUVs for the lawmakers, spending the money anyhow for yourselves, and telling the Nigerians to manage. Ordinary minimum wage for civil servants, we could not increase it beyond 70,000 naira. All the economic and monetary policies that will make life better for common man, you cannot do anything about it. And you are, in fact, only God will deliver Nigeria from what is happening right now. It is quite unfortunate. The untold hardship is getting worse. And let me see, I know that people will react to Onanuga's response. Somebody say, Onanuga, you continue to procrastinate the evil day. Yours always is people will see what your administration is doing. Are you campaigning to us, or you have to tell what you have done since the inception of this your government? Abi? Somebody saying, he will surely look like devil in the eyes of these bigots destroying Nigeria. You want Nigeria destroyed for your region to progress. Not be smart, you know. Some say, Lukman, are you a Fulani man? Your answer will determine what you are. What are you saying? The guy Lukman is fast becoming a nuisance. Go and tell him to his face. These are Badorians supporting Tinubu that they must come in here through this man called Luke Woman. Can you imagine? Not be Lukman, a Luke Woman or Luke Devil is actually insane. Hardly a day passed without him critical or saying irrelevant things against the government and against the southern part of the country. They're not turn to regional. This administration is worse than Buhari regime. Nigerians are suffering under them. Not be lie. There is no sign that things will get better. Tinubu is busy strengthening his family wealth and power. Nothing else. Very soon, we will start buying fuel at 1,500 naira. Only a million followers will be buying things cheaper in the market and filling stations. Good response. This thing is very, very bad. I'm telling you, what Tinubu's government is doing is terribly very bad. I don't know how Nigerians are going to survive the current situation of things. Rwanu might, I don't know what his intentions are, but verbally what he's saying is correct. If you look at the way Nigeria has been trending right from independence through the Civil War period, through when Obasanjo was the military head of state between 1976 and 1979, and up to between 1979 and 1983 that Shagari was the president. You see, the things have been, trending downwards. And then from the time Buhari overthrew Shagari and took over government in 1984, and stayed barely 1 year and few months, Babangida took over from Buhari, and stayed for full 8 years, and then handed over to Ernest Shonekan after, after removing, what is his name, Abiola, 1993, after cancelling and annulling the elections. Handed over to Ernest Shonekan, things got worse. Ernest Shonekan just stayed there barely 6 months, and then Abacha took over from him. Abacha stayed there until he handed over to Abdusalami Abubakar, and left. That was after he passed on. Abdusalami took over. It was Abdusalami that conducted the election in 1999 that brought in, what is his name? Brought in Obasanjo again as a civilian president. All of those periods have been moving, trending downwards. Obasanjo stayed for 8 years and handed over to the late Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. Musa Yar'Adua stayed there a few months, or rather a few years, could not survive. He passed on and handed over to Goodluck. We say Goodluck time, corruption was so hard. Corruption was this, corruption was that. And then they voted him out and then put in Buhari there. Buhari just killed everything. And now, after killing everything, Tinubu government has come now 2023 and started burying everything, not be killing again, because everything was already dead under Buhari's government. Now the things have been buried. I don't know when Nigerian trend will change. So what Lukman said is practically correct. Every present government tends to be worse than its predecessor. And that is, when Buhari was there, we thought we had seen it all. Not mean that we are going to see something worse than Buhari's government. Now, if Tinubu government is like this, you can imagine what will happen after Tinubu is gone. It's going to be something else. So I don't know when Nigeria will face the genuine reform and who is going to do that reform, because the way things are going, man, is difficult. It's difficult to explain. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment over what is transpiring between Salihu Lukman and Bayo Onanuga, going back and forth.